junior point guard. Name's Greg Sonderfrank, number 24, junior guard.
Nathan Musman, number 14, junior guard.
I'm Braxton Beal, number 32, junior guard.
Darren Hanley, number 20, sophomore, forward.
Alex Masters, number 22, sophomore, guard.
Parker Johnson, number 30, freshman, guard. I'm Braden Burns, number 40, freshman, forward.
You're watching RTC TV4.
And you're watching RTC TV4.
And you're watching RTC TV4.
Welcome, Warrior Nation, to RTC TV4. I'll be your play-by-play, Jacob Sherboff. Behind the camera is Colton Tolliver, and then might have Matt Storm up here as a color commentator with us later. We're about 4 minutes and 40 seconds out from the start of the North Miami Whitko game here at North Miami. Last outing, the Warriors were here and lost to Tippy Valley. Earlier today, also, the JVs squads played each other. That game was Whitko 82, the Warriors 26. A little bit more of a lopsided game in that one. I guess getting right into it real quick here is a couple things before we have this game start. The Warriors are 6-11 on the season, while Whitko is 9-9. So about a 50-50 start for their season. Of course, postseason's right around the corner. About every team's got about 2 games left. The Warriors have 2 left. One February 15th, which is this Friday, up at Argus. And then Thursday, right? Thursday the 21st, that is here, and that'll be the senior night for us. So make sure everybody comes on out. That'll be the last home game of this season before the Warriors head into playoffs where the new season begins. Getting into it, the coach for Whitko is John Baker. He's 6-13 in his first. Oh, that's Woodland. That's on me. Whitko, Eli Henson. He's 32-34 in his 3rd year at Whitko. 95-90 in his 8th year overall. For the Warriors, Cliff Hawkins, 10-30 in his 2nd year at North Miami. 496 and 356 in his 38th year overall, which every time I say that, it gets crazier and crazier. It never gets less and less. Last outing, Whitko lost to LaVille 62-50, and North Miami, like I said, lost to Tippy Valley 68-46. Let's see. Over the series, Whitko is 15 to the Warriors 14, so almost pretty even here. So we could have a tie-breaking record here, or Whitko will go up 2. The last meeting, Whitko beat the Warriors 103-44, February 1st of last year. Prediction for today is Whitko 71, Warriors 47. So prediction considers it another lopsided victory for Whitko. But 2 years ago, they also had that same prediction, but the Warriors came out hard and ended up winning that game. So it should be a really good game still, I think. Warriors come out to play, show them who it is. And we have Matt Storm as our color commentator up here.
Glad to be back. Tonight is one of those weird days. We've had some bad weather. I think both schools canceled at least one day recently. North Miami had an e-learning day, a scheduled e-learning day right after the cancellation. So you can expect maybe the unexpected. You know, both teams are a little out of their rhythm, out of their routine. Sometimes at this point in the year, this is when you see some surprising scores come across, and this would be an upset night, of course, if the Warriors could knock them off. You mentioned the prediction for tonight, but again, it's a good night to surprise somebody. Long drive for Whitko. Out of their rhythm. We might be able to catch them off guard. And I mentioned, I think the last time I was on here, I often talk about momentum. And the Warriors are a ball club like all, but especially our young ball club that's very very much emotionally driven. And if things go well, they really start to play well, and if things go bad, that's when things crumble. But maybe tonight we get a good start and it gets rolling here.
Yep, and we will put the mics down and listen to the playing of our national anthem. Couple things I just also looked into for the TRC coming up in the conference. Manchester, which is in first, actually has to play Whitko in the next game, February 19th, and that'll be the last conference game for Manchester. So if they win that, they'll win, or it depends if Wabash does win their games too. But if Manchester beats Whitko and Wabash loses to Peru in their last game of the year, then Manchester would be the sole winner of the TRC this year.
It's been a fun conference season. There's a lot of teams. A lot of 1 or 2 lost teams. I guess that's what I was trying to look at there. I think if I'm correct, the leading team. Okay, Wabash has just lost 1 in the conference. Okay, but yeah, there's no undefeated teams in the conference. So it's been a fun race this year. Lots of good ball games. Lots of kids performing at a high level and representing their schools well.
Yeah, and both the Manchester and Wabash are going to really have a test there with Whitko and then Wabash with Peru. So they're really going to have to earn it if they want to be the champs this year.
Absolutely, it's always competitive. They made the changes with the conference a couple years ago and added some teams, and it is a tough conference. Lots of good ball clubs in there.
So I was going over it earlier. Have you taken a look at the last names for Whitko?
There are some doozies, aren't there?
That's what I was talking about.
I'll run through starters. Whitko, Brett Sycophus is starting, number 2. He's a sophomore. Number 3, Clayton Ebbinghaus. He's a junior. Number 10, Drake Lewis, a sophomore. Number 33, Spencer Schroof. He's a senior. He's going to jump center at 6'7". And number 30, William Rickard. For the Warriors, Working, Musselman, Hanley, Masters, and Beal.
Well, you pronounced those last names better than I could.
Well, yeah. I don't know if they're right, but
close.
Close enough, right? Sonnefrank's still out for the Warriors. He's the newly adopted assistant coach. It's Greg Sonnefrank over there. He's looking nice in the shirt and tie. He's focused. We got a 2-3 zone for the Warriors on the first defensive possession. Lob up top, and that's Schroof with the catch and finish. A little more ball pressure would have prohibited that lob. They're going to press in a 2-2-1. The Warriors move it around very well. Hanley over to Beal. He's going to take the 3 off the front iron, and Whitko's heading the other way.
So far, got to get the defense has been shifting really good for the Warriors. They always get those good starts into the games, is getting those defensive stops right away.
Yeah.
just that dreaded second quarter always seems to come and kill him.
Yeah, coaches, I know Hawkins has talked a lot, every coach talks a lot about the beginning and end of each quarter, wanting to start and finish strong in each period. We couldn't quite see that closeout by Darian Hanley, but apparently it was a little too close. Official got him as a foul there, and that's a quick first for Darian Hanley.
Lewis makes both of those.
Was he behind the line?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yep, they're going to give him 3.
Did not realize that. Again, even though it's kind of an odd night, small crowd with all the weather and whatnot, we do still have a decent student body out there. It's nice to see.
Yeah, still 4 rows.
Yep, nice take there by Beal, but the 6'7" Shroof is able to knock it out of bounds.
With that reach,
that's a long reach.
Getting up there in that one. Try to look for Tristan inside there. Ooh.
Nice idea there, but couldn't quite get it to working in the elbow area. Beal tried to slip it in here with a quick bounce pass after the ball came out from the corner. We're going to set our press here, 2-2-1. Whitko's moving the ball back and forth. They've got the long kid, Shroof, in the middle. They throw it down to 3. Ebbinghaus comes back out. 10's going to take it off short iron.
Rebounded by Masters.
10 is Lewis. Masters gets another start tonight. It's nice to see him gain some good experience out there as a varsity player.
So no good there by working, but it was lost off a Whitko player, so it'll stay Warriors ball underneath. And you bring up Masters out there, and it's nice to see a face back on the bench over there. Malachi Sanderson's back in the building at least, not sick.
We're glad he's doing well. I think, I don't know if he's 100%. I know he came in earlier. Obviously, he's not in a jersey, but it is nice to see him back with the team tonight as he's been ill lately.
Tries to go inside there to working, but just goes through his hands. Whitko trying to push it the other way. Number 3.
Good challenge, good hustle there by Beal.
Ooh,
offensive
nice
rebound.
rebound.
That's number 30. Rickard got the putback there. They were just a little bit quicker to that loose ball on the rebound. Warriors need a bucket here. Stop this good start on Whitko's part. Nice kick out by Musselman. Beal's going to take the shot off one dribble and knocks it down. Beal does well, getting the rhythm off of a one dribble. Oh, Masters going to get a steal and drive it hard, and he's going to get a foul on, he draws a foul on maybe 10. Yes, 10. Lewis. And we're getting lots of practice at the OB unders here. Stack set.
What is this, the 4th one already?
Over the top, yep, Beals over to Musselman, then to working, nice shot fake, good hard drive, and we've got another foul. We're going to have another rep.
That's on Shroof.
That's always smart. You know, typically the longer players are not going to take charges, and so it's smart to attack them. And even though you're going to get your shot blocked a few times, you know, you're probably going to draw some fouls.
They're going to say that was off a Warrior, and it'll be Whitko's ball underneath.
That's 13. Kokel?
That's a great question. We're going to stick with that.
Kokel. 10's going to take it. That's Lewis. He knocks it down. Nice shot.
Lewis for 3.
Musselman breaks to the ball in the middle against the press. It's knocked away by Lewis. Now Hanley's got it. Good reversal and up to Masters. Nice pass.
There we go. Hanley getting started early.
I'll tell you what, Masters and Hanley are classmates, of course. They've been playing with one another for a few years. It seems like they just have a natural click.
Bond or something like that.
They just need. It's like they know where each other's going to be. I've noticed
like that timing and things like that.
I had a chance to coach them in 6th grade, and they've really developed that over time, I think. But they work well together. Nice breakaway by Beal. Good reverse for the lay-in.
He knew that big man was coming right behind him.
Yeah, nice creative finish, and the Warriors are showing a spark here. They've cut the lead to 3. a little more bounce in the step. You can see their energy really respond when something goes well. See if we can keep the energy up after that 3 by Schroof.
And right there is something that's really changed a lot in the game is having a big man outside shooting those threes.
Nice take. Use that backboard. Nice follow by Working. I like how we're attacking the basket. That's a good strategy here in any situation.
Really
good
nice save
play
by Musselman.
Yeah, he grabs the ball and throws it in, avoiding the out-of-bounds line and saves the possession. Heady play. Working's going to throw that one away to number 2, Sycophus. Sycophus over to Lewis. Lewis pulls and misses. Long rebound goes to Schroof. And Whitko wants a timeout.
It'll be their first timeout here. With that being the first, we are going to be back after a quick break.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsor.
And we're back with 4:13 left here in the first quarter. It'll be Whitko's ball over on the side. Have an inbound play going here. Warriors going to set up in a 2-3 zone. Up over top. Lewis up there. They're starting to extend out on Lewis with those three-point shots he was hitting.
Nice shift over by Beal. He tried to get the charge. No call. And we got a jump ball on the rebound. Beal is tough. He's not afraid to take a hit. He has tried to draw so many charges in the last few games. I remember Coach Hawkins really pointed that out up at South Bend. He attempted like 10.
Oh, dang.
And in one game. And he's consistently getting in position and willing to take a hit.
Lewis with that steal. Misses and then will be fouled by either Masters or Hanley there.
Got to clean up that rebound. There's a few different times already where that offensive rebound on Whitko's part is putting us in a tough spot.
Put it on Masters there. Probably better. Don't want already 2 on Hanley. First one's good by Sycophus.
Nice shot.
Second one is good.
No press this time. Whitko's dropping back into looks like a high 2-3 zone. Very high. They've got 4 players outside of the three-point line. Nice pass down to Beal. He tries to reverse, and this time Schroof meets him on the other side with a block.
It almost seemed like Schroof wasn't even going to prepare for him to go to the front side. He was already looking at the backside that whole time.
Well, Beal got by him with that reverse a little while ago. I think Schroof paid attention and was expecting it that time. Normally, that's a great strategy against the longer players to use that net and the rim to kind of shield you to get the shot off, but nice defensive play there by 33 Schroof.
And yeah, like you said before, they're getting really extended out there, and Hanley's going to have the ball poked out there by Schroof.
You know, with this zone so high, it seems like, and we're doing a great job keeping our eyes up, finding the baseline, but the baseline is what's wide open. We just got to get it down there and then attack. That is exactly what we do. Can't quite finish there with Beal's jump shot, but we've got a foul on the rebound. 25, Devin Blaine, senior, draws a pushing foul on Darian Hanley there.
Another underneath play here.
Yep. He's gotten a lot of practice tonight. 2 with another steal, and he throws it up to Lewis.
Go coast to coast and make that.
Very quick reaction there on the Wildcats' part.
And with a full timeout, we are going to take a quick break.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
Our planned.
We're already back.
Yeah, we're back. Jacob and I were just discussing e-learning. Let me flip that question around to you for a minute. What's your take on e-learning right now?
Well,
so
I'm already tired of e-learning. I just want to be at school, in my opinion.
Is there anyone that's not tired of e-learning at this point?
I'm pretty sure everybody's been about done with
Everyone's tired of e-learning. And to answer your question that you posed in the break, I'm also tired of e-learning. I would rather be at school at this point. I'm ready for the weather to break a little bit.
At first, we really liked that 4-day break that we had a couple weeks ago. Like, that felt good, but then we kept missing. And, like, we're getting behind in our classes now, and the teacher's starting to push you. It's
we're halfway through February, and we still don't have any rhythm whatsoever
to the second half of the year
as far as academics go. And it's driving me nuts at this point.
Lewis is getting his hands on that ball. And
good really anticipation there, challenging the reversal pass, and good hustle, both players' part. But it's out on working and Whitko's ball.
See what the Warriors do here. They're back in that 2-3 zone.
Nice energy there on Hanley. He challenged that pass there, and ultimately it goes out on 25. Number 3, Ebbinghaus is going to sub in for 25. That's Blaine giving him some good minutes, senior off the bench.
Man, I already have both teams at 5 turnovers each here in the first. Both been after it on defense.
Yeah, maybe it's that. It could be the, just being a little, again, like we were talking about with the e-learning, a little out of rhythm.
Right.
Might not be as sharp as normally teams should be. He's got it. He's going to drive. We need nice skip pass along the baseline, but good hands there by Ebbinghaus to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's something that so far I've noticed from Whitko is they've been really good at keeping those hands up, getting their hands in the passing lanes, trying to make it difficult.
They anticipate well. They move very quick.
Hanley with
nice
a shot.
Turnaround,
just
good
rolls
follow,
out.
Working, almost got the follow up to go.
And just didn't want to go in.
Let's stop the ball in transition. Good D, that's a charge, yep. And of course, it's Braxton Beal drawing the charge. Taking the hit on the chest. Way to be in position, Braxton.
And that one really played in Braxton's favor. I mean, Schroof, before he was even in the free throw line, was pretty out of control with that ball.
That's 2 on Schroof as well. That's a key play. We're still in the first quarter. There's 2 minutes left. And he's this 6'7" kid that has a lot to do with what Whitko does. That's a big play.
When I was looking, he had he only sits out about 5 minutes, it feels like, from what their thing was saying.
There's another turnover there. Working had the right idea. He saw the trap coming, and he saw the baseline man Masters open. The pass was just a little too high, a little too hard.
Whitko tries to move it around here, goes into the middle, and Working gets it.
Nice recovery there. The wing, he dropped from the weak side wing and was in time to pick that pass off. Need somebody in the high post there. There's a big old void.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
There's Hanley. He's getting the ball turning. He's going to score.
Ooh, just rolling out on him.
It's the right look,
tries to
though.
Push it up there. We thought 2 was going to take the shot there. Gets that one. Doesn't go in.
Out. Schroof maybe got away with a little shove in the back on the rebound. It's still loose. Whitko comes up with it.
Able to get that one.
Schroof's going to take it, and he nails it. He's got a nice shot.
That's a second 3 so far.
Pretty smooth. Good
the
form
here.
there. They're showing pressure at top again. A skip down to Masters. Masters is strong with it. 2 dribbles and then a skip across the Musselman. That 3 is going to go. Big shot. Now we're going to set the press after that 3, the 2-2-1. See if we can get another possession here.
Going to get it on Working there.
They're going to call it on. Yep, 10 Working picks up that foul. He's challenging that pass into the middle. We're down to 35 seconds. in the first.
And another thing, like I noticed Coach Hawkins is doing there, he knows with Braxton being good on that baseline, got Braxton on the baseline and then Hanley in his top post there. Good combination. Lewis with it, tries to work it around, goes over.
Coach Henson gets Schroof out, probably to protect him from getting maybe a third foul in a rebound situation or whatnot. Working comes up with it, drives it hard and finishes.
Gets it to go.
That's a big play.
Man, he just dribbled through 4 players to get down there.
That was some strength in the finish, too. He drove right to the middle of the lane, took a big hit on the right shoulder. Of course, he's left-handed. He's able to go up hard with that left hand and get the finish.
Well, I know he's more dominantly left-handed, but I tell you what, he can still dribble with that right hand. He's really done a good job of trying to make sure he can use his offhand in dribbling.
If we can get a stop here, that's a nice finish to the quarter, at least for the Warriors.
Sikafus with it, trying to look for something. Goes over to Lewis. Goes back to Sikafus for a deep 3. No good.
All right, there we go. At the end of the first, Whitko Wildcats are going to lead 19-14. We're going to have a good ball game tonight, folks.
I think so, too. And with that, we'll be right back. Yeah, they both had.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
And we're back, getting ready to start the second. Unofficially, some stats that I got there, and just in that first quarter, I had both teams at 6 turnovers, but like we were talking about, still trying to, get right back in the rhythm of things. Not really much with so much school being missed there, but 2 players for Whitko that have been helping them out a lot is Lewis and Schroof.
I've been calling him Schroof.
And he hit those 2 threes that really helped him out, but then working there to end it out for him, and then Beal being tough with it and getting creative with finishing the ball with the 6'7" guy down there.
Yep, Schroof, the 6'7" young man, does have those 2 fouls, and the Warriors have done a great job on spacing on the offensive end of the floor. They've moved the ball pretty well. They just need to not turn it over and keep attacking. 2-3 zone for the Warriors. Wildcats are going to reverse it.
They do a pretty quick job of reversing that ball.
They move the ball well, yep. 10 and 2, handle it very well for the Wildcats.
Up top to Lewis there.
It's Lewis and Sikafus.
Ooh, try to lob it. Challenge it.
That's great defensive stop to start the second quarter. That's exactly what we need. If we execute here and get points out of it, that's the start we wanted to the second frame. Into Hanley, back out to Working. That's a shot.
Oh,
off
just
back
off.
iron, long rebound, and we got to stop the ball in transition. Get over there, Masters.
And it'll be a foul on Masters and point after.
Masters just for a half a second there was a little indecisive about whether to get in position to try to take the charge, and then he ended up deciding to put his hands up, but I think that indecision was taken advantage of there by Sikafus. Sikafus is a nice player. He just stayed aggressive and attacked. Got the finish and the foul. He's going to miss the free throw, though, and we got a rebound foul on 13. Kokel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Coach Grant on PA is going with Kokel as well. So
Kokel. I was just looking at you just like, what is that last
We're going
name?
with Kokel. All right.
Musselman to bring it up for the Warriors.
Yeah, Whitko's in this zone where it's a 2-3, but it's just extremely high. The forwards are way up on the wings, and the center man is at the volleyball line.
Working tries to drive it there.
Good take. Didn't get finished. We need to stop him here.
Lewis to Sikafus, over to Kokel.
Coach Hawkins is encouraging the white out there, reminding them what they need to do. Hands are starting to drop a little bit.
Ooh,
great
block
hustle there.
Musselman there.
Great position. He swatted that ball away. And that time, good effort, but that time Beal gets the block on his attempted charge.
Well, I think he was, we talked about more of how, like, the feet are set and stuff like that. He wasn't perfectly, like, in a line if we talking geometry. He wasn't there. He was more of an angle. But, I mean, he was set, but Musselman, I think, kind of juggled with that one a little bit.
Yeah, I drawing a charge, whether or not you get the call, it still has a good effect for the defense because that thought goes into your opponent's mind that if I drive it, I'm at risk of getting a charge because this guy will take a hit. So just the attempt is a positive thing for your defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, because like Struff, if he drives in there and he's got that in the back of his mind, he might not.
Exactly. Good turnover and finish on Whitko's part, but the Warriors come right back, and Working's going to drive, finish off the glass, and get fouled again, and that might be number 3 on Struff.
I think it is.
Fouls on 33, Struff. His third.
He didn't set up to take that charge. He more went into the fetal position there on the ground.
That's what happens when big, long players try to take a charge, is it usually doesn't work out well, and they don't get the call. And that's just in my experience. The longer the player, the less likely they are to get the charge call. Less likely they are to attempt it and get it. And that was a third foul on Struff. We have an opportunity here. We're down 8 points with 6 minutes left in the first half, and the 6-7 kids on the bench with 3 fouls.
Warriors try to do a press there. They missed the shot.
Beal's going to get the rebound. We've got numbers here. He's got Hanley over there. Look down. Oh, a little late on the pass. Right idea. But Whitko recovered. We're going back the other way. Lewis, nice hesitation, and he's going to finish. Lewis is having a nice game tonight. A lot of production already. They're pressing still, Whitko. I would expect them to with Struff out of the game. They're going to try to use as much of the court as possible. That's a nice take. Get in there.
And they're going to foul on Hanley.
That's 2. Is that 2 on Hanley now?
Yep.
That's an aggressive foul. Coaches usually can live with those aggressive fouls. He's going after the ball. He's trying to keep it alive.
Warriors get back into their press here, see if they can't cause a turnover.
2-2-1. Musselman's covering the middle. Working's helping out. Got to drop quick. A lot of times the turnover comes in the recovery. Reversal to 13. He's off short iron.
Rebounded by Braxton Beal.
Braxton got smacked in the face, and once the official saw that, I think that's what spurred the call. He wasn't going to call it at first. Didn't look like.
Foul was on a
1-1 now.
He was at 13. Kokel, that's his second.
Braxton Beal's on the free throw line. He's going to have 1-1.
Already at 5 minutes left with a bonus in here.
Another opportunity again with the big kid out. We can't convert on that front end. And Whitko comes down the left side, back out top, back down to Lewis, back out top to Sikafus. He's going to drag it across and over to 3, back out to Sikafus, over to Lewis. Good ball movement. Nice shot fake there on Kokel's part.
Misses, rebound by 25.
Another offensive rebound. And then a travel. Number 3, Ebbinghaus feet got a little too quick for him, and official saw a travel. So Warrior ball again, down 10, just under 5 minutes left in the first half.
Man, without Struff, you can really tell the difference of play there, how they came out. Now it's more moving around the outside and not trying to look inside. Working up top with the ball. Trying to find something, resets the offense. Inside to Hanley, goes back out to Working.
Good attack there by Working from the top, and he drew another Whitko foul. He's going to have a 1-1. Hanley's getting the ball in the middle. We're finding a way to get the ball to the middle of the floor, which is so big on offense because you can do anything with the ball from the middle of the floor. You can throw it right, you can throw it left, you can throw it down low, back out high, you can drive it to the rim. Any possibility exists from the middle.
That middle is like the weak spot of every defense.
Exactly. So when Hanley gets it in there, I'd like to see him turn and attack, be a little more aggressive with it. Good free throws by Working there.
And heck, the next foul will result in a double bonus, so we'll have 2 next time we go to the line.
Good anticipation. Musselman just
recover.
missed that steal. And man, we did a good job helping cover up Musselman's gamble there as well. But nice shot there. Was that Coco with the 3?
I thought that was Ebbinghaus.
He
I
might
saw
have
a
been
3.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. It was Ebbinghaus. Beals got it on the baseline. He stops and leaves it for Hanley. Hanley got shoved. No
Still
call
gets it.
and gets it to fall. 9-point ball game. We're pressing 2-2-1. They're going to reverse it. They skip
over
it down.
top. Able to recover quickly there, try to stop it. Beal was getting ready for that charge down there. No good. Hanley pushed again, still gets the rebound. Working to bring it across for the Warriors. See what they get set up here. Go with Hanley back in the middle.
Just keep moving. Oh, there's a nice. Good
Hanley
rebound up strong. And one.
Just rolls out. Rolled right up to the ref, too. Hey, how you doing? That'll put him in the bonus, too.
Good rebound and attack there. We need to hit these free throws.
Foul was on 2, Sycophus.
Coach Hawkins is talking with Working back there. He just gave him high five. He's probably telling him, hey, I'd like more ball movement before we throw that 3 up there. It's one of those where if he hits it, then it's a nice shot, and if he doesn't, it's, oh, we should have moved the ball. But anyway.
First miss there for
Hanley missed the first one?
Yep.
And drop in there. Nope. Our free throws, how many we missed? 3 or 4 there?
3 now.
Okay.
Hanley tried to get over there. Braxton's ready to take that charge. You see him hesitate there.
Yeah.
He just knows he's sitting right there.
That's because he's attempted, 4 in the first half already?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the effect it has. It stops the opponents from being aggressive all the way to the rim.
Yeah, he's had 2 go his way. Actually, 3. Oh, no, sorry. 2 go his way, 1 no call, and then 1 go against him.
Mm-hmm. So now the Warriors are moving the ball again from side to side. And Working's trying to get it into that high post area, but the defense was anticipating. There it goes to Hanley. Hanley turns and shoots. He misses, but Beal's got the putback, and he misses that putback.
Goes up to
Whitko
Lewis.
up the left side. Floater does not go. Offensive rebound by 30 there. Rickard, and Rickard is fouled by Musselman on his putback attempt.
That's only his first. Just saying, if there's any player to give one, that would be about the only one right now. Everybody else has got 1 for the starters.
Mm-hmm.
Hanley and
2.5 minutes left. Rickard hits his first free throw.
Whitko's only missed 2 free throws so far. The Warriors 3. Hits both of those.
Warrior ball. It's 11-point lead. 2.5 in the half.
See if they can't get something moving around here. Working drives.
Nice drive. Couldn't quite get the finish off the glass. Way to get to the rim. Nice slice across the lane there by Sycophus.
Who's the foul going to be on? I didn't see that one.
I like his pace there. You know, I mean, he went hard left and then wasn't rushing himself, and he kind of stepped across the lane, saw the defense, changed directions without traveling. That was a nice move there by number 2 from Whitko.
Foul's on Hanley, so he'll be sitting down now.
Sycophus hits that free throw. Parker Johnson, freshman, in the ball game. Number 30.
Makes his second one. Musselman to bring it across for the Warriors.
Warriors need to get a run here. Get a little burst.
And
that skip pass is tipped and stolen. Whitko Sycophus is going to throw it down to Lewis and back out. Nice fake and drive. Left hand is short. Musselman's got it. Working's got it. Pushing it up the court. No numbers, but he's got a step.
Yeah, that's going to be a charge.
Yeah, even though the defender wasn't set there, I think the official saw Working's shoulder go down. And I think he felt like that was a little bit more of a running back type play than a basketball type play. And He initiated the contact. Timeout, 30 seconds.
Well, I think we're just going to stick around for this one, being only 30 seconds. So far, a couple turnovers Warriors probably like to have back here, but they do have Strauff already in foul trouble, so maybe that's a thing to attack here in the second half there. But
absolutely, yeah. There's 2 minutes left, and obviously, without the 6'7" kid in the middle of their zone on the floor, now's a good time to have an advantage on the boards and in the lane, and it'd be nice to see us be able to take advantage of that for the last several possessions, as many as we can get in here before halftime.
Yeah, because essentially any foul for that we commit to Whitko, either way, both teams are going to be in a double bonus here. So go to the line and shoot 2. So advantage there. We have to make use of the double bonus, see what we can do.
Yeah, Whitko ball, and Warriors are back in the 2-3 zone. Guards out top are staggered.
Lewis goes back and forth there with Ebbinghaus and Sikafus.
Nice. Again, the ball movement has been sharp. A little shove off there by Sikafus. Official didn't call it.
Lewis with it, tries to look underneath. Nothing there. Sikafus with a corner 3, and it's good.
Minute 20. Musselman's got it on top for the Warriors.
Goes over.
Working, gets it in the middle, drives it hard, finishes off the glass. Working is very effective catching it in the elbow area. Very decisive with the ball on that possession.
Working got a little tangled up there with 25. I'd say good no call on that one. Lewis goes inside.
Straight up, inside out action for Whitko off the front iron, and the freshman Johnson's got the board. Working's going to bring this one up. Never mind. He's going to leave it for Musselman. 45 seconds left here.
Musselman goes over to Johnson. Middle shot there for Working. Doesn't fall.
Front iron. He had to take that one. That one was a nice wide open look right from the free throw line. Didn't go for him, though.
Imagine Whitko's going to try to hold it see if they can't get the last shot. Looks like that's exactly what they might try to do.
Cover that high post. Down to 14 seconds here. I wonder if they'll run the same play where Sikafus gets rid and cuts through to the corner. Nope, ball screen up top. Sikafus does take the shot. Long rebound is rebounded by Lewis. He gets away with a travel, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Oh, and they're going to put Strauff in.
Interesting. They expect the lob here. 6'7" kids subbed in on the OB underplay. They're going to him on a high pass, I'm sure. It'd be interesting to draw a foul here. Oh, maybe. Tough shot by Schruff, and it's off. And so halftime, Whitko 37 and North Miami 23.
And with that, we will be back after a quick halftime break.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
At Oliver Ford, we reach beyond your dealership expectation, help you in making fun decisions on your new vehicle, or let it try our professional touch by our service and parts department. We are the only Indiana new and used car dealership that has won the President Award 17 times. With over 100 years of sales experience, we're here to hold your hand from start to finish, with no pressure or gimmicks. Contact us today.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And we're back here with 4 minutes left here at halftime. Warriors 23, Whitko 37. Got a couple halftime stats here. You want to cover the Warriors? I'll cover Whitko.
Yeah, I can do that. I think we said Working had, what did you have Working with?
12.
Working's got 12 at half. Musselman knocked down a 3. Darian Hanley's got 4. And Braxton Beal with 4.
I also got them. Turnovers total at the half was 10. First quarter 6, second quarter 4. The exact same thing for Whitko, so they're both neck and neck with turnovers. 6 in the first, 4 in the second. Sycophus, he's got 9 points. He's 4 or 5 from the free throw line. Ebbinghaus has that 1 3-pointer. Lewis has 11, 2 of 3 from the line. Struff has 10. He's 2 of 2 from the line. And Rickard has 4, 2 of 2 from the line. Pretty much sums up our first.
Right, before we get back into basketball, while we got a chance here, I want to point out a couple key people and some news, I guess, with North Miami. I don't know if you're aware, Jacob, but this last week the parliamentary team that, from FFA competed and obtained the #1 title for the state.
Yeah, I'm on the team.
Well, congratulations. Talk to us about that event.
So actually, before going into this, a little bit known fact that a lot of people actually on my team didn't know, that was my first contest since sophomore year.
No way.
And that was the state contest.
Well, obviously, I didn't realize you were back on the team. So
yeah, well,
you got me.
Well, I had been on the team, but I had been playing basketball the first 2 years, so I wasn't able to compete.
Sense. Yep.
So I traveled with the basketball team. Every time we had a contest, I traveled with the team instead.
So what is it about our FFA? Broadly, our FFA is hugely successful.
Right.
But parliamentary is this week's example. #1 in the state. Why are we so good?
Well, I mean, it first all started with Mr. Overton. He was the first ag teacher. He built the culture we have in the FFA, and then Mr. Jones carried it on. He actually still helps out with their teams. He's actually still coaches with Derry. And then Mr. Wildermuth, just the newest line. We've only had 3 ag teachers the entire school that we've had, so that's why the success, I think, has been able to stay there. But Wildermuth's done a really good job with that, kept us with our state. My freshman year, we set the Indiana state records for soils for having the most teams for one school. We had 4 teams go.
From little old North Miami, 4 teams.
And then this is
remarkable.
I believe this is Wildermuth's first Parley state championship team. So in October now, we will be heading to nationals to compete for the state of Indiana against the other states and the Virgin Islands and Hawaii.
Yep, some great opportunities. I know you guys work so hard at what you do in there, and the success is well deserved. But it's a good example of what happens when you get things right and there's some consistency to it. And then you have pride that goes into it, and you take pride, and that allows you to maintain that high level of performance. But hugely proud of you guys. You know what our plans are once Mr. Wildermuth gets his CDL, right?
Right. I don't know, really.
I would like to see us give one of our extra buses to FFA.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
And I want you guys to deck it out.
That'd be awesome, like blue, gold, FFA.
Yes, that's what I envision for FFA down the road here.
That'd be pretty cool. But, yeah, it's been a pretty fun one. Yeah, that state contest was the toughest state contest that Wildermuth, since he's been here, he's ever seen.
Wow.
It was a tough contest here. So when they say, well, it must have been if people go around saying, oh, how easy was the contest, how hard it was actually pretty tough. There's a lot of debates or things or motions that you got to call that, like, unless you study the Parley facts and everything, you would have never guessed were there.
So it was well earned.
Yeah.
As we start the second half here, Warrior ball. And looks like Whitko is in their zone. Schroef is back on the court with 3 fouls.
See if the Warriors can't exploit that a little bit, maybe get them off the court again here.
Into Beal. Ball's on the ground. Good hustle play by Sycophus. And Musselman recovers, knocks it out of bounds, but also draws the foul. The ball get poked out there, he just kind of lose it. I didn't see what happened. It's hard to tell. Yeah, when we got it into Beal, he turned to his right. I'm not sure if they got a hand on it or if we just lost it, but That created the loose ball, and that defensive play goes to Sikafus. He saw the opportunity, the ball squirting across the deck there, and he was very quick to jump on it and get that possession for his teammate.
He makes his second shot, missed the first. Working's going to start bringing it across now. So they go to inside to Beal.
Nice inside out. Masters is going to take it off back iron. Working's back. He's going to stop the ball. They kick it over to 3. That's Ebbinghaus. Back out to Lewis and over to Sikafus. Into Shroof. Good ball movement. Nice move. He traveled. Yep. You had 2 different pivot feet. That's not allowed. He looks confused, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was looking around of why he traveled that one.
Yep, he switched pivot feet.
Working's going to bring it up for him.
You know, this is the same zone, same principles. They've stretched a guard out a little higher and just turned it a little bit. Warriors, it's not bugging the Warriors. They're still getting the ball in the middle. We just can't get buckets to fall here.
Yeah, they've had the shots, but for some reason that rim is just not wanting to let them in today. Sikafus going to drive and shoot it.
Nice strong finish. I like how decisive he was with that. Caught it. Nice strong step and dribble and soft touch on the finish. Good play by number 2.
They extend those 2 guards out top there, go inside to Beal, back out to Working.
Working's going to get into Beal at the high post. He's open. He shoots off the rim. Hanley can't quite get the offensive rebound.
Hanley able to recover and stop that. See what they do here. Go inside of Shroof. Gives it to Lewis. Goes underneath there to Rickard. Misses, and Shroof comes up there and gets the putback. And we are going to have a timeout.
Coach Hawkins does not like what he sees to start the second half. He's going to rally the troops here.
And I think that was a full timeout. So with that, we are going to take a quick break.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Don't want to mention anyway.
And we're back here with 6:08 in the third. Whitko 42, Warriors 23. Coach Hawkins takes that timeout. Warriors looked a little sluggish there coming out at half.
They did. Again, my theory with the Warriors is that when they don't have shots fall, it gets worse on both ends of the floor. The hands drop further, the feet get slower, the blockouts are a little, they don't happen. And this isn't the start we wanted. We've missed our first several shot attempts. We've been out-hustled on a loose ball, and they've gotten easy offensive rebounds on a couple possessions. So we need to turn this around, take some pride, and compete here in the second half against Whitko.
And Musselman there, could have been called there, put his shoulder down into that one.
Yep, Masters got on the right side. He finds Beal at the high post, over to Musselman. He's going to shoot it, in and out. Working, earns that rebound, but it's taken away by Lewis with the quick hands. Lob up to Ebbinghaus, back to Lewis for the baseline jumper.
They moved that around pretty quickly, trying to find the open man there. Warriors try to come back, try to get something to fall for him.
Nice quick hands on defense that last possession by Lewis. Nice pass there by Beal. Good look by Working to find the open man, and Beal finishes it. That's what we need. Notice we can set our press now that we've made a basket. A little more bounce in our step. We'll see if we can get some momentum to shift in our way.
Oh, man, if he didn't fumble with that ball, there wasn't anybody there for him. And Shroof somehow, well.
That's a foul. He pushed you. No. Sorry, I'm switching into fan mode there on you, Jacob. But what I saw there was Shroof kind of pushing to get the rebound there, which could have been his 4th foul. Lob over the top. And Shroof's going to finish.
33 for 2.
And Musselman's going to bring it across. And like you being more incorporated in the game, you're able to notice something like that. I mean, heck, I didn't even really notice. something you're able to point out that I'm not really able to quite see from up here. But I see what you mean, because he kind of uses his arms trying to make him with a little bit of space he can. Ooh, just ricochets off a working shoulder
stop
there.
Ball, nice pass ahead. That's Ebbinghaus with the finish. Sikafus is racking up some assists tonight as well. He's playing well. I'm impressed with him. He's just a sophomore.
And we got a timeout, and we will take a quick break.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com.
And we're back with 4:31 left in the third. Warriors ball. Musselman's, so used to saying Musselman, Masters is going to bring it across for him.
Nice pass into working at the high post.
Good
drive and strength. He's got a foul drawn. Is that number 4 on 33? I think it is.
Yep, it is.
He's over there. Henson's got a sub quickly off the bench for him. Now the lead is quite large at this point. It's up to 20. Is that 23? 23 points. So there's a lot of work to be done, but there's 4 minutes left in the third. There's tons of time left. The 6'7" player is on the bench with 4 fouls.
Now, I'm not comparing us to Duke, but Duke came back from 23 points down with only 8 minutes left. So
it can be done.
Just got to play great ball. Done. It has been done. It just was.
And there's a bucket.
And there's the start of it.
I noted. I've always talked about our momentum. And we've got a bucket here. We're pressing now. We need to force a turnover. The recover almost had the steal in the recovery, but 30 did a good job meeting the pass. Nice ball reversal on Whitko. Got to close out quick. Show those hands.
6'3"
Grab it. Good.
That.
Beal with the rebound. We can push here.
Ooh. Sorry about that.
Nice ball fake reversal. Musselman wants it down there. He gets it. Looks inside. Not there.
Musselman trying to look for someone.
Nice pivot, and it's tipped out of bounds. I think if he leads Darian one step further, then he can get in the short corner, catch it, and then he'll have room to square up and rip by the defender on the baseline drive. But a little too long of a pass there for my taste. Nice bounce pass into Hanley, and he's going to I thought he finished. I just keep calling it too soon when Hanley's got the ball. I keep saying he's scored before he scored. I think I'm jinxing him, so I'm just gonna try to not do that.
I think he's having a little bit of a sluggish night from those earrings.
Yep, working, covers up the backside, but nice finish there by 30 Rickard.
I was gonna say I only have that as his second shot made so far. Masters, deflected, goes right to Musselman. Luckily.
Harrian's got it into working. He's fouled, and it won't fall. You notice the Whitko zone expands when Schroof is on the bench, and that makes sense. You know, if your advantage is in your guard, your quickness at that point, you want to increase your ball pressure, and you don't necessarily want to funnel people into your longer player. Working's able to knock that one down.
Yeah, they basically got insurance on that middle there with the 6'7" guy.
It's interesting how Coach Henson adjusts that zone with them when he's not in there. Hawkins is barking orders for his defense, and Darian gets a piece of it, but the officials saw a foul.
That's
Coach Hawkins is struggling with that one. That's like you said, that's number 4, and Parker Johnson's up off the bench. It's hard to take advantage of Schroof being out when Hanley's going to have to come out for fouls now. Hanley being a key inside player for us.
Right.
but we can still attack the rim. We can still stay aggressive. Look for those opportunities to push it up. And
I had a feeling that one wasn't going to go in. He kind of rushed that shot.
Still attack the lane, look for kickouts, create open shots, work together. Got to move that ball over to the freshman, Johnson. He skips it over to Musselman. Low pass, but he's going to take the shot anyway, off front iron.
Ball's on the ground. Whitko able to get it.
Lewis is going to bring it up, skip it ahead to Ebbinghaus. Back out to Lewis, over to Sikafus. He's going to take it and knock it down.
2, Sikafus for 3.
And those 3 guards that I was going to say duo, but that's not the correct word I'm looking for.
Nice help there from the opposite top position in the zone. Lewis, he tries to sneak a bounce pass in after he reversed the ball with the dribble and goes out of bounds. Warrior ball. I have been impressed with Whitko's defensive anticipation is the word I'm looking for. They react quickly to passes. Beal, nice strong take, and he's fouled by 34. That's Cameron Sapp.
That's his first.
What do you think about shoes that don't match the school colors? Like Sapp, Cameron Sapp's got on those yellow shoes.
Personally, well, in general, like a lot of their shoes don't just match and sync. I just like one good uniform, like when it's all in unison.
You're old school?
Yeah, I like a unison.
I'm a little old school with that too. I like it to at least be school colors.
I mean, yeah, in that fact, I'd rather have it school colors, but like I like to have the same shoe and same color, unison kind of thing.
Yeah.
It looks sharp to me.
Sure.
It just looks nice.
I agree. Nice drive there by Sikafus. He pulls it back out and kicks it over to Lewis. Lewis back to Sikafus, and he leaves it for Ebbinghaus. Open look, and he knocks it down. These guards are working well together.
Was his foot on the line on that one?
I'm not sure.
And with a full timeout, we'll be back after a quick break.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
We're back with minute 38 here in the third.
It's an interesting strategy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, black shoes blends in with the sideline pretty easily here.
Yeah.
Maybe that's another thing.
I feel like we should fill in the viewers. We were just discussing an argument that I've heard about how black shoes are it's more easy to spot traveling if you're an official, if you wear black shoes or brightly colored shoes. So we were just kicking around whether or not that theory makes any sense at all. But Warrior ball coming out, minute 38 left in the third. We got a big hole to dig out of. We'll see if we can get things rolling in our direction.
Working to bring it across for the Warriors. Lewis up on him. He's been at the top of the defense, I think, the whole night, hasn't he?
Nice play there out of the timeout, and we got a finish by Beal there. That was a nice play. We got to overload 4 players on one side of the floor. Then we had a screen to bring Beal down to the block, and it was beautiful. Worked beautifully.
So have to do Lewis skip
Parker
pass.
Johnson gets out quickly. Keep inside out to Sikafus. He's going to hit another one.
And it's not like there's a lot of space between them and hitting those threes either.
No, they're shooting the ball well. I remember last year going up to that game, they shot a very impressive percentage from 3. Working's going to answer. Nice shot of his own from the corner.
I remember that game too. Lewis going to work on Musselman here. Goes inside. Back out to Sikafus. Down low there to Sapp. His shot's good. That's his first of the night.
Lefty finish going to the middle of the lane.
About 5 inches shorter, but you know, he's still got size
down.
with him.
And nice skip all the way down from the timeline. Working throws it all the way down. A bullet to Parker Johnson, the freshman on the right block. And Johnson makes a very quick, heady play to make one more pass across the lane to Beal for the finish and the foul. Nice play there on the Warriors' part.
I thought for sure maybe he'd take that shot, but that was a good one to pass it over to Braxton
Johnson,
Beal.
yeah, great vision there on the freshman's part. He saw that his teammate was going to be open and immediately knew where he was going with that ball. Officials are sorting something out here. Not sure. Jim's quiet enough. We ought to just listen in.
Yeah. I think everybody was trying to listen into what was going on there.
Not sure about that one. But Lewis is going to drag it to the left side, then reverse it back out to Sikafus. He gets in the lane again.
He keeps attacking that middle part of the defense.
Yep. Sikafus gets it back after the ball's bounced around and time expires. The deficit is still large going into the 461-39.
And with the end of the third here, we will be back after another break.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And we're back, getting ready to start the last quarter here. Whitko 61, Warriors 39. Imagine, as I was just talking to you about, just see the starting lineups for both teams.
I bet you're right. I think I saw both Hanley and Schroof checking in to start the fourth. You know, with a game where one team's got a lead like this, there's really no reason to try to save that extra foul. You might as well start the fourth quarter and see if you can close the gap right away. Otherwise, you might risk, some opportunities for them to play with it that they don't necessarily need to be out there when the JV teams get back out on the floor. Nice attempt there by Johnson to take the charge. He does not
try to get him out early.
Yeah, smart play. And Johnson's a tough kid. He can take a hit like that. He's willing to take it on the chest. Beal's going right at the rim. Nice finish.
He just attacks right at the big man. He just
I love his decision there. He caught it, took one dribble, long stride, reversed it, bounced off the glass. Nice play by Beal. Hanley's got the rebound. Here we go. Push. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Working's got it out top over to Masters. Masters into Hanley. Hanley kicks it out to Johnson. It was off Sikafus, the official says, and Warriors have the ball out of bounds.
I was going to say, that's probably the one spot in the gym I wouldn't want to have it out of bounds at, is right in that corner.
Yeah, you've got two natural defenders in the sideline and the baseline. I agree with you.
Ooh,
nice
good
pass again by Parker Johnson. 2 assists for the freshman in the second half here. Beal's putting the ball in the bucket for us. And it's a 20-point lead. We're starting to cut into it. Nice help by Masters, and we've got a charge drawn. The Warrior crowd likes our effort here. I do as well. Some selfless basketball plays out there.
I mean, there's still 6:52 left.
There's a lot of time. Crazy things can happen. We can absolutely still make this interesting. Taking care of possessions, knocking down shots. We turn it over as I say that.
Ooh,
and loose ball, good hustle there. Musselman's going to check in for Masters. And the Warriors are going to have the possession after the jump ball.
Musselman's going to bring it across.
Guards are staying up high despite Schroof being back in the ball game. Working's going to pass it over to the right side, then into Beal, then back out to the weak side. Musselman takes it. Doesn't fall for us. Skip ahead, back out to Sikafus. Nice drive.
Oh, they're going to call it on Hanley.
Did you see why?
It fell early.
Yeah, he started leaning back a little early. I think if he would have stood his ground and let Sikafus hit him on the chest, he might have gotten that charge. But the way it's called is that's number 5 on the sophomore Hanley. And he's going to sit the rest of this one out.
Tell he's upset with that one.
Sikafus misses the front end. You know, some of the guard play we've seen by Whitko tonight has been impressive, and I noticed a young man on Eli Henson's coaching staff, Logan Irwin. He was quite a player for Whitko several years ago, and I can imagine that a lot of what this group has learned has been through Logan Irwin helping him out in practice.
That team's the one that went a little deeper into the playoffs, wasn't it?
Yes, nice follow there by Beal. Little burst of energy there on the inbounds play. Nice pass, setting him up, and then
I'm running out of twos for Beal.
Yeah, he's really turning it on. I like his energy here. We need to keep that rolling. And he's gonna get the old-fashioned three-point play. Nice shot. Need a stop, though. Need a stop.
They're going to call
we've really struggled controlling penetration. And, again, I was just talking about the guard play on Whitko, but several of them have been able to get by the initial defender and into the lane really at will. And they've hit shots
Lewis
like
hits that. Like someone's right there, too.
Yeah,
and
they shot the ball really well tonight. Again, the guard play has been impressive. That's foul. That's 5 on him. Yep, you got him.
Then argues with the ref.
Yeah, I don't like questioning the official. He fouled him. He hit him on the arm. Yep. He's going to give his teammates high five and sit down. That's his 5th. And Cameron Sapp's going to come back in the ball game. Working's on the free throw line.
And still Sapp's not a small guy either.
Schroef's probably just frustrated with himself for gambling for that pass. He wants to play. He's a nice player. He's a long player. He's a great shot. He's been sitting over there a lot of the night with foul trouble, and he's probably just discouraged with that fact. Not necessarily with the
a little bit earlier was really hustling for that ball. See if they're still going to shoot the threes, and number 3, Ebbinghaus, hits another one.
I know Henson, their head coach, was or is, whatever you want to say, a very nice shooter, and I'm sure that it looks like he's passed along some of that to this team.
Well, that was the prediction.
There's 5 minutes left. Warriors are going to extend the pressure here. Skip down. Oh,
slips through his hands.
Parker Johnson's going to get the steal. He throws it to Working underneath the basket, and he's going to push it up the floor. Gets past Lewis. Takes the shot. Hits.
Gets it to go.
In traffic.
See what they do.
Hawkins is still coaching his team up, encouraging them to get those hands up, maintain some level of energy and intensity here. Another three-point attempt.
Oh, my gosh.
Lewis hits.
And that trio, that's what I was trying to say earlier, they've hit 3 threes apiece. So that's where a lot of the points are coming in from.
Masters is going to take the long 2. It's off. And Beal crashes the board again. It paid off for him last time, but this time it's going to go out of bounds to Whitko. Good hustle, nonetheless.
Number 13, Kokel comes in. Had to double-check that name.
Sapp's going to miss the shot off the glass, and Musselman cleans up the rebound. 4 minutes left here.
Gives it off to Working. Well, trying to call the same thing there.
All right.
Warriors trying to work it around. Working falls down there. Gotten a little bit of tangled up. Must have been able to get it to Braxton Beal. And Working just kind of loses it there. Ducks his head down. Shot it, no good. Rebounded by, he was out of bounds.
Lewis. Tell you what, Lewis is always getting his hand on that ball.
He is. Hey, those white shoes must have clouded with them. I couldn't really see.
Maybe. He's been impressive tonight defensively. They always talk about game speed and how sometimes the game is too fast for people. What they mean, they're likely to, not be able to catch up with things and not catch passes clean or see the next play very well. And of course, the opposite of that is the game is slow to them, which is that it's like everything out there is in slow motion. And for guys like Lewis tonight, where he's just right in the exact position that he needs to be in as working on that play, gets the rebound and turns right into him, and he gets his hand on the ball without fouling. I mean, that players whose the game is slow for them, it's definitely a credit to him that he can anticipate so well.
Right. The reason Sikafus got another shot there was because Johnson fell across the lane there. Musselman stuck in the corner there.
Hawkins gets the timeout before the 5-second call. Musselman was just about to zip a skip pass to Parker Johnson.
I think they're also going to get ready to call a foul on Musselman too.
Yeah, I think they thought he was whipping his elbows through a little bit there. Hey, if we're staying here, I do want to go back. I mentioned our parliamentary team being #1 in the state. You had a chance to talk about your experience with that. I also want to mention at North Miami this weekend, and there is free admission for our robotics tournament, the Arrowhead Robotics Tourney. And our robotics team, fairly young, just a second-year program, but very successful already. They've already qualified for the tournament, but we're hosting. This is the first one we've ever hosted. There's 32 teams that are going to be trying to qualify.
It's going to be a packed place, that's for sure.
It's going to be packed. It's going to be very exciting. We've never hosted a robotics tournament, but Miss Tara Lane has been working very hard on lining everything up. We've got 1 million volunteers that
me being one of them.
that are helping out with this weekend. It should be a lot of fun, very exciting. If you haven't been to a robotics tournament before, I highly encourage you coming out and checking things out. Support our robotics team. They're a lot of fun, and they do a great job. They represent us so well.
Another quick thing on that. Last year they made it to the Nationals. I forget what place they got, and this year they're aiming back to the Nationals and hoping they can come away with the win in this one. The shot's good there.
That was working. You knocked that one down. One strong dribble to his right. Elevate, put it in the basket.
Lewis misses.
Oh, we can't come in bounds like that, yep. We kind of got lucky on that one. Nobody picked the ball up there. That was poor communication in transition. But let's see if we can get another bucket here on offense.
Musselman's going to bring it across. Working, probably going to work in the middle here. Johnson puts up a deep 2-point shot.
Short on that one, and Beal and Masters are both hustling for that offensive rebound. Can't get to it before it goes out of bounds.
Sikafus is going to bring it across for Whitko. As for a screen on Working. Working kind of gets tripped up over his own feet right there. That's his third. That was a couple fouls behind right there.
Out of bounds underneath here, we think. Asking about 1-on-1 bonus. That's just 6 on the home team, so next one will be 1-on-1.
Lewis tries to get around.
Nice hesitation with the left hand there on Lewis's part. Beal's going to get to that, I bet, and he does. And he takes it hard to the rim and finishes.
Able to get it.
Sikafus slices across the lane again.
Right through that.
He's not necessarily the fastest player on the court, but man, he finds a way to get where he needs to go.
He's elusive.
Yes, it's a good word to describe number 2 from Whitko.
Beal drives the lane, tries to get it to Masters, but Sapp's able to get a hand on that one.
Number 5 is going to bring number 2, Sikafus, the young man we were just talking about, out of the ball game. Slater Craig, nope. Kyler Bryant, I think. Kyler Bryant, number 5, in for Whitko.
Beals just hits off that back iron.
Nice pass by Lewis there. In and out, offensive rebound. And we're going to the free throw line. Number 15 is Beals limping after that play. I wonder if he rolled his ankle somewhere in that. It's the last thing the Warriors need with Malachi Sanderson not in a jersey from a recent illness, and Greg Sonnefrank not in a jersey from a kneecap fracture.
That's what that was?
I believe so.
Wow, I did not know that. I thought it was something with his ligaments or something like that.
And Beals limping, still talking with coach, but it's Warrior ball. We're down to 1:39 left. Beals got enough energy to make a strong move and knock down a jump shot. He's limping, though, on defense. Something's hurting. Nice skip ahead and left-handed finish by Cameron Sapp. Actually, does not finish. Goes off, but he's fouled.
Go to the line. Sapp misses his first. I was anticipating a make there. That's so far Whitko has been pretty solid from the line here tonight. Have made when they have their chances, they've made their shots.
Minute 26 left. See if the Warriors can do something with a couple more offensive possessions here.
Musselman to bring it up for the Warriors. Goes over to Johnson and travel.
He did. He kind of hopped after he caught with his pivot foot. They were a little picky on that one. I could see it, but at the same time, why not let that one go?
Right.
Zone defense, 2-3 zone. Masters and Musselman out top. Warriors are still playing hard. Parker Johnson closes out well. Beal's got the post covered up. One dribble jump shot, and it's knocked in by number 5. That's Kyler Bryant. Working's going to bring it back, leave his feet, and leave it for Musselman. Across to Johnson, then out to Beal. Nice ball movement, and Beal's going to knock it down. Great shot there. Whitko is going to come down, skip it along the baseline, then back out top. Three-point attempt is good by number 30, Rickard.
Rickard makes, that's his first 3 of the night.
Working's going to take a right elbow jump shot and miss it long. And it looks like Whitko's going to finish up the game on offense here. Coaching staff informed them no shot. And we're down to 10 seconds. Whitko's going to come away with this conference win. And who'd you say they play? Manchester?
Yes.
Is their conference opponent, the only conference game left?
Yep, that is Manchester Wall Basketball play Peru. Those are the top 2 right now, and those will be the deciding games for them. Trying to do a couple stats here.
I think if we point out some key players tonight, going into the game, I think the the three-headed monster for Whitko, so to speak, was Sycophus, Lewis, and Shroof. Those are the three guys, the key post and the two perimeter players that have been so good for him all year. Shroof had foul trouble tonight, and so his productivity wasn't what it normally is, but Lewis and Sycophus really played well tonight for them. Several assists. Their shooting percentages was very high. Very impressed with their guard play tonight. Also, Ebbinghaus had those 3 threes. For the Warriors, Tristan Working scored a lot of points tonight for us.
I have about 23 points.
Yeah, Braxton Beal got a lot of buckets for us tonight. We really moved the ball well, but had trouble getting some shots to fall for us. Hanley had some foul trouble tonight.
Right.
And not much else there on the offensive end for the Warriors.
Yeah, I had Working at 23 and Beal at 24. He was 2 of 3 from the line, and Working was 6 of 6 from the line. So when he got there, he made a shot. Total, the Warriors had him at 16 turnovers, only 2 in the fourth there, so they had less there.
I will say Parker Johnson gave us some good minutes tonight. He had a couple assists, I know. Attempted a charge. Masters played well. There are some bright spots. Again, the Warriors are a little short-handed with Sanderson out and Sonafrank out, but there are some bright spots there. We've got Caston coming up. Is that Argus on the road?
At Argus, and then Caston will be our senior night. Here.
Right. So there's still time to get things moving in the right direction, hopefully get healthy or healthier and get some momentum built up before the tournament here at the end of the season.
And, yeah, I mean, you want to finish strong going into the postseason here, but, I mean, the way it works in Indiana, it's the start of a new season. Your regular season didn't even really matter at this point. And when's the drawing?
This Sunday.
This Sunday it is? I thought it was.
Is the show where they'll draw for the tournament brackets. And I agree with you. All bets are off when it gets to tournament time. And that might be something that the Warrior Club needs at this point. Obviously we want to generate some momentum heading into that stretch, but it might be something that they can really embrace, having a clean slate here and a chance to show their best effort as sectionals.
Right, like with that Jeff Eckroat back when those guys were seniors. We didn't have the season we wanted. Got into the season or the postseason, had to play Culver. Everybody had them as a shoe-in win, and Heck brought that thing down to the wire. Ended up losing by a last-second shot there.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch.
You got to love sectional time. I mean, I think the last time North Miami won a sectional, they only had 5 wins on the year. And going into sectional, they had 5 wins, and then they put together 3 straight wins, beating Southwood, Lewis Cass, and then Manchester for the sectional championship. And ended up getting beaten in the regional that year. But, this Warrior Club has 6 wins this year. Right. So it has been done. It can be done. And there still could be a lot of excitement left in this season here.
And that'll pretty much wrap it up for us. I've been the play-by-play Jacob Sherboff, color commentator Matt Storm, and behind the camera here has been Colton Tolliver. Been great having you here with us again, and hope to have you guys back with us for the last game of the season against Caston. Thanks for watching here at RTC TV4. See you next time.